Welcome back, everyone. Now I will continue that compressible flow topic. In that, we need to study the stagnation properties. Stagnation means what? Stagnation means stagnant, means almost it is static, but it is a stagnation. The meaning is what here now? At that point, velocity will become zero here. Then that is called as the stagnation here. Stagnation properties means when the fluid particles velocity will become zero, at that point if we measure that properties are called as the stagnation properties here. Now we will derive the relations in terms of Mach number for these properties here. So for that derivation, stagnation properties, it will be indicated by letter usually. Usual notation is 0. That is, for example, if it is a stagnation P0, P0 is what here? P0 is a stagnation pressure and T0 is stagnation temperature and rho 0 is the stagnation that density here now, like that. Like that, it will be indicated as 0 because what? Because the velocity of the particles will become 0 at that point. At that point, we are measuring that properties. Their properties are called as the stagnation properties here. Now, I will derive that relation first for the stagnation properties. Stagnation properties, that is the stagnation pressure first. Stagnation pressure here. Relation, that is the P naught. Usually it is indicated by P naught here now. For this, I will take one body, static body here. This is a static body here. This is the axis of this body here. And fluid is flowing like this here. Now. It is flowing over this body. It is flowing over this body like this here. So the fluid is flowing like this here. Fluid is flowing. This is the flow of this fluid here now. So when this fluid is at point 1, this is taken as a point 1 here. These fluid particles are having, according to the Bernoulli's equation, it has a pressure head at this point 1, pressure head, kinetic head, as well as potential head also. And once it will reaches at this point here, this point is designated as 0. 0 here now. Once the particles will touch at this point here now, because this is a static body here now, so definitely the velocity of the particles will become 0 here. So here this is V0 is equal to 0, means the velocity of the particles will become 0. If I measure that the properties at this point, definitely they are called as the stagnation properties here. So we need to derive that relation for these stagnation properties here now. So we will assume here now. I will assume here now the flow is a adiabatic flow. Flow is a adiabatic flow and it is compressible. Yes, flow is compressible. So we are studying the compressible that flow here. It is a compressible here now. So next one is that is a Bernoulli's equation for compressible flow for adiabatic process. What is this Bernoulli's equation for this compressible flow here now? In this case, that is gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into P divided by rho g plus it is a d square divided by 2g plus z is equal to, it is constant. This is the relation here now. For what this now? For adiabatic compressible flow. Next what I will do here now, the same Bernoulli's equation I will apply for the point 1 and 0 point as usual method. So therefore next I will get here now P naught. For that P naught I will derive the relation here now. How to apply this for first 1 and 0 here now? Just I will derive this now here. For point 1, it can be written as, it is gamma divided by gamma minus 1, it is P1 divided by rho 1 g. Rho 1 Rho 1 why it is? Because density is also changing here now. It is a compressible flow here now. So therefore plus it is P1 square divided by 2G plus it is Z1 is equal to here is equal to, it is for the first point 1 here, for the next for the 0 point here it will be written here now, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into P naught divided by rho naught into G plus it is P naught square divided by 2G plus Z naught here. This is applied here. Yes, this is the Bernoulli's equation we have applied for the point 1 and 0 here. Next one, because that is horizontal, that body what we have taken for the derivation, that is a horizontal here now. So therefore this Z1 and Z0 will gets cancelled here. Next, once that fluid particles will reaches the point 0, their velocity will becomes 0 as I have told here now. So therefore this part here now, this is V0 will becomes, this part will becomes 0 here now. So what is left? What is left? We will write it here now, simplified. It is gamma divided by gamma minus 1. This is P1 divided by rho 1 into G plus it is P1 square divided by 2G is equal to here gamma divided by gamma minus 1 here, P naught divided by rho naught into G, here both are cancelled. So what I will do here now, this V1 square divided by 2G I will take this side here now, RHS, and next one is gamma divided by gamma minus 1, this P naught it is there, that one I will take this side. Why? Why? Because this P naught is there here now, we have to derive the relation for that here. So therefore here, so it is after that mathematical the readjustment here now, it is P1 divided by rho 1 into G minus this term I will take this side here now, minus gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into it is P naught divided by rho naught into G is equal to minus V1 square divided by 2G here. This is the relation what I am getting here. So it is P1 by that is rho 1 here. Next here this gamma divided by gamma minus 1, gamma divided by gamma minus 1, it is a common here, take it out, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 here. So in the bracket what it is left here now, in the bracket what it is left here now, P1 divided by rho 1 into G minus here now P naught divided by here rho naught into G here now, this is equal to minus V1 square divided by 2G here. This is the relation what I am getting here. So next one, again some mathematical simplification and readjustment of the terms here. So what we are getting here now, this P1 by rho 1, P1 by this rho 1, also this G, P1 by rho 1 G, if I take it out here now, so what happens? Gamma divided by gamma minus 1, see here, into P1 divided by rho 1 into G. If I take it, what will be in the bracket here now? It is 1 here minus 1 minus here. So P naught by rho naught as usual I will write here now, P naught by rho naught, already it is there here now. Because I am P1 by rho G, rho 1 I am taken out here now, so therefore it has to be multiplied by rho 1 by P1. As usual G is taken out here now, no problem at all. So this is equal to minus P1 square divided by 2G here. So next what happens here now? Next what happens? See. So this G will gets cancelled here. So next I will write it that one, gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into it is P1 divided by rho 1 in the bracket 1 minus. So what I need here now, I need P naught and P1. I will write like that here. So therefore P naught and P1, this ratio I will write it here now, P naught divided by P1 into rho 1 divided by rho naught. I will write this is equal to V1 minus V1 square, minus V1 square is equal to minus V1 square divided by 2G, 2 only here. So in this a relation here. I need P naught here. P naught. This is the relation I need here now. But here what happens? Rho 1 divided by rho naught is there. Can we make by the basic equations? Can we replace it? This rho 1 by rho naught here now. So call this is equation number 1 here now. Call this is equation number 1. I will take some basic relation here now. By law here now for adiabatic process, what is that adiabatic process for the point 1 and 0? For the point 1 and 0, as we know here now, PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. This is the adiabatic process. If I apply this one, so for V is equal to what here now? 1 by rho. That is reciprocal. P is the specific column is the reciprocal of density here. So therefore we can write here P divided by rho raised to gamma is equal to constant. This one, this relation I can apply for point 1 and 0. How I can apply? Because it is a constant one. So therefore if I apply this one, it is P1 divided by rho 1 raised to gamma is equal to P naught divided by rho naught raised to gamma. So next, what I need here now? Rho 1 by rho naught. Rho 1 by rho naught I need. So make it this relation like this here now. It is rho 1 raised to gamma divided by rho 1 I will take this here now. So rho 1 divided by rho naught raised to gamma, this is equal to P1 divided by P naught. So again simplify it. I need that rho 1 by rho naught only. So what we have to do? Exponent divided by gamma. So therefore what I got here now? Rho 1 divided by rho naught here. Rho 1 divided by rho naught is equal to what I got here now? P1 divided by P naught raised to 1 divided by gamma. But what I need P naught by P1 here. I need P naught by P1 here now. So if I need P naught, if I made it P naught by P1 here now, so it will becomes what here now? P naught by P1 here raised to 1 by gamma will becomes minus 1 by gamma here. So once it will becomes here now, if I substitute this relation here, directly here, rho 1 by rho naught, rho 1 by rho naught, rho 1 by that is rho naught is equal to P naught by P1 raised to minus 1 by gamma here now. So how this relation will becomes? This one now see here. This relation will becomes gamma divided by gamma minus 1 just as it is. P1 by rho 1 no change at all here now. In the bracket here, yes, and 1 minus here now. P naught by P1 you write as it is here. P naught divided by P1 as it is we are writing here. Then into, in place of rho 1 by rho naught, what we have to write? P naught by P1 raised to minus 1 by gamma. Since it is P naught divided by P1 raised to here now minus 1 divided by gamma here is equal to what? Is equal to here minus P1 square divided by 2. This is the relation that what I got here. So after getting this relation, so now what I will simplify it once again. P naught by P1 one term is there here. P naught by P1 another one term is there. I will make it only one term here. So therefore it is gamma divided by gamma minus 1 into it is P1 divided by rho 1 in the bracket here 1 minus the exponents are what here now? Here is 1 minus 1 by gamma. What is this now? 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. What is this here now? 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. What is this now? So it is gamma minus 1 divided by gamma here now. So therefore it is P naught divided by P1 raised to it is gamma minus 1 divided by gamma here. Here this term completes. This is equal to minus V1 square divided by 2 here. So what I got this relation here. What I need this P naught by P1 here now. So therefore what I will do here, I will take this one out like this. So therefore this relation I will keep it here 1 minus P naught divided by P1 raised to gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. I will keep here only. This is equal to minus P1 square divided by 2. This term is there. I will take that side here. If I take this side here, it will becomes gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into, it is rho 1 by P1. Rho 1 by P1 here. So what next? How to simplify it once again, Vishwanath? See here how to make it this simplification here now. We need this relation. This relation we need it here now. So therefore, what I will do here? So I will take this P0 by P1 at that side here now. So therefore, I will write it here now. So this minus P0 by P1, it becomes P0 divided by P1 raised to, it is gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. This one at that side. This is equal to 1. This whole term, it is a negative here now. It will become a plus here. Plus, it is P1 square divided by 2. It is into gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into, it is P1 rho 1 divided by P1. Right? It is P1 by rho 1. It is a rho 1 divided by P1 here. So what I will do here now, I will continue the same derivation in the next video lecture. Thank you very much.